So just allow yourself to draw down to the mat, get heavy, soften the eyes, and tune into your energy. Start to soften the breath. And with each exhale, allow yourself to melt deeper into the space. Take 3 more cycles of breath. Try to soften your inhale and your exhale. Just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, and a little bit softer and slower. And gently start to bring yourself back to the space. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Your eyes can stay soft if you choose. Draw the feet together and the arms up over the head. Inhale for a big stretch. Exhale, let it go. Start to draw the arms over to the right corner of your mat so you can grab your left wrist with your right hand pulling over. And then walk your feet over to the corner as well. So you've got this banana shape in the body. And then simply just rest here. So feeling the stretch in the side of the left arm. Exhale, come back to center. We're switching sides. Start with the arms, walking over to the left. You can grab your right wrist with your left hand and then draw your feet over to the left corner. And exhale back to center. Inhale the knees into your chest. Start to wriggle side to side, massage the low back. You can start to draw circles if that feels good, or just simply rock back and forth, keeping connected with the breath. And again, softening the eyes and turning inwards. From here, extend the right leg, keep the left into the chest and hold here. Cross that knee over to the right. Find a little twist, but keep your chest and shoulders up. So we're not twisting the upper body, just focusing on the lower body here. Gaze stays towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale back to center. We're switching sides. Right leg draws in, left extends. Find the stretch. Pulling that knee towards you while you soften the shoulder blades down. Exhale, draw that knee over to the left. Your palms can reach out, but your gaze stays up here. Exhale back to center. Send the feet up to the ceiling. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Find happy baby rock side to side. So pressing the heels down into the hands, or the hands down into the feet rather. Rocking the knees side to side. And then draw the tailbone down to the mat and find stillness for 2 breaths. Exhale, draw the feet back down. We'll start to come up to seated. You can rock up if you choose, or just find your way up to seated any way that feels good. From here, send the hips back so you're sitting on your sit bones. Feet are extended. And we'll start to walk the hands down for a gentle forward fold. So just allow yourself to be heavy here. You can take a pillow or bolster if you have, just to support the forehead. You won't be here too long, but just begin to allow yourself to soften in the shoulders, the jaw, the faces and the muscles. And keep that breath nice and deep. We've got 2 more breaths. See if you can just allow yourself to melt a little bit deeper or release tension somewhere in the body that you're still holding on. And then exhale, start to rest, stack the spine. You can move the top of this one just over to the side. Wiggle out those legs. And then we're going to swing those feet behind us. And then draw into our tabletop position. Find a few cat-cows here. Fingertips are spread. So make sure you get a lot of weight onto all corners of the hand. Begin to dip the belly, gaze comes up. Exhale, round the spine, look between the thighs towards the lower leg. Then again, come around. If you want to tuck those toes, you can. Get a little stretch of the feet. So just concerning with the spine and the hips. I'm taking one more of those. Come back to neutral spine. Begin to press the spine, the right hip over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale over from the left hip, look over the right. Send the forearms down to the earth, or again, you can use blocks here or a pillow to support you. And just allow yourself to melt so the hips stay elevated and square over the knees. While the chest melts, the forehead melts, finding a deep, deep stretch in the shoulders and armpits. While you're here again, see if you're still holding tension, sometimes even in the hands and fingers. Let everything be heavier. What would that feel like to just let go? Lifting up slowly, come back to tabletop position. We're going to just take one, thread the needle. So again, you can use a prop to support your cheek, like a block or your pillow. Inhale to sweep up, fingers are long, swing under as you exhale. Drop the cheek to a pillow, to a block, or all the way down to your mat. It's up to you what you choose. When you're here, walk the left hand tall to the top. So you'll feel an opener, a little bit deeper. And exhale, come back to center. Keep that arm one more time, lift it up and then back. So just open that shoulder and then we'll switch sides. So plant the hands down, left arm lifts up. As you inhale, exhale, sweep it under, drop the cheek to wherever feels best for you. Palm is facing up. Once you're there, walk the right hand to the top of the mat. And again, deepen that breath. And exhale, coming out. Lift that left arm all the way up one more time. Sweep it back. And drop down. You can remove the props. Come seated onto your feet. We're going to interlace the fingers behind us. Just open the shoulders and chest a little bit more. So grab onto that. Pull back as you open up the heart space. Gaze comes up. Open up the throat. Exhale, start to lean forward, drop the head. Now, two options here. Your forehead can come down to the mat, or you start to roll onto the top of your head, lifting the hips, rabbit pose. Modified version, and allow the hands to sweep over the head. So you're just gently coming to the surface of the top of the head. If this is new for you, I recommend just coming to the forehead. Release, draw yourself back up, and shake up the arms. Let's take a little neck stretch here. So drop the chin down to the chest as you breathe. Exhale, let it go. Gently draw back up. Look over your right shoulder. Circle down and around to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Drop the right hand down. Left arm reaches over your body. Pull the shoulder back. Gaze comes up. Start to draw back up. Bring that hand over to the right ear and pull it down. Try to keep your right hand down close to the mat. Exhale, drop the left palm, right arm reaches over for that stretch. Fingers long, feel the energy line. Open up the shoulder and look over and up. Come back to center, grab your left ear, just a gentle pull here, so not pulling or tugging, just using the weight of your hand really, while the left palm stays close to the mat or your fingertips close to the earth. Exhale, release. Walking the hands to the top of the mat, draw the belly down all the way. Elbows tucked in, you can move props slightly over to the side just in case you need them. Fingers are spread and underneath your shoulder blades. Start to inhale, press into the belly, look up slightly. So pull from the ground, not from the back bend here. So you're trying to lengthen through your feet and through your head. Exhale to go down. Inhale, coming up. Maybe go a little bit higher. Exhale, draw down. Last one, inhale, coming up. And release down. Taking a prop if you have, or you can just come down to the forearms. We're finding Sphinx pose, so make sure that the forearms are at 90 and fingers are spread. You're not trying to pull into a back bend here. Instead, you're just allowing yourself, once you're cozy here, allow the head and neck to drop. If you're using a prop, your head can drop down to that prop, so your forehead can rest, whether that's a block or a pillow. And if you start to dip really deep, you can open up the arms a little bit further and walk the fingertips a little bit closer to the top of the mat. We're very subtle here. Sphinx is a little more grounding when taken in this variation. The point here is tune into the shoulders and the chest. Can you let go of the tension with the breath? One more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Start to release, draw off, remove the props. You can bend into the knees, make a little cushion with your hands, and start windshielding back and forth. Loosen up that low back. Draw the palms out so fingertips are down, bending to the right. Move my mic because this is always an issue. Bend into the right knee, and then start to draw over to the left. So weight comes onto the left. You can hover your leg here or drop it behind. Feel that opening in the low back. Your cheek is down to the mat, so you're nice and cozy. Center. You're going to draw your palms in just like that Sphinx pose again. So make sure the fingertips are forward. Keep that right leg bent and start to flex into that foot. And then point. Flex and point. And last one, flex, point. And this time we're going to take that right hand and grab that right foot and pull back. So you're kicking into your right hand and gently pulling, so there's a resistance here, feeling the quad, that hip flexor, and some of us may feel it in the knee and go back, so just be mindful here. Breathe through it. Bring this back here. Hopefully that didn't mess up the sound too much. Exhale, release. Palms come back down. Next, coming here again. And this time bending into the left, drawing over the right. So again, you can hover here, cheek draws down to the mat, or your foot comes halfway down. Breathe into the chest. Sometimes in those shapes, you might feel a little pulsing or even shaking. It's the energy moving through, so breathe deep. And exhale, come back to center, keep that leg bent. Draw the palms down under just like we did before. And then put your left hand behind, grab that foot, kick into the foot. Pull with the hand so there's this resistance between the two. Feeling the stretch. Exhale, release. Bring the hands down. Just windshield both legs back and forth for a breath or two. And then we're going to walk our hands, pressing ourselves back into a wide-legged child's pose. So make sure the toes are big toes kind of touch, and knees widen as wide as your mat. Again, option for props here. As always, you can melt down into a pillow or a bolster and just allow yourself to rest for a few breaths. And slowly start to rise. I'm keeping this practice short as possible. Trying to keep the palm aside. And draw your feet back out behind you. And from here, we're going to take the right leg over underneath our left leg. Our left foot over our left leg. And just gently hug the right knee, looking over our right shoulder. Right hand comes behind. Little twist here. Now as you breathe deep, try to lengthen through the crown once more. Go a little deeper in this twist. And exhale, come back to center. If you have a strap, I'll show you how you can incorporate it here. You don't necessarily need it. We're going to stay in this figure 4 shape and then take that strap on the ball of our foot and start to melt down and pull. So without the strap, you are just melting down where it feels good. And there's a slight bend in the left leg to keep that knee okay, that knee joint okay. Soften the face, the jaw, the tongue. Exhale, start to rise. We're going to switch other side. Checking here. Over time, sorry. Left foot draws over, we're hugging the right knee in, looking over our left shoulder, gaze comes around, and we lengthen through the crown. Our inhale to twist deeper. And exhale, come around, drop that knee down. We're going to reach forward again. If you want to use the strap, you can do that. There's different ways. If you want to do a little hold here. Otherwise, you can just melt down and fold into the figure 4. Draw the knees in as wide as your armpits, rock side to side. Just one last motion here. Cross your right leg over your left. Grab your shins or your feet, this little fishtail action, and hold here. Switch sides, left leg crosses over the right, grab your calves or your feet, and find stillness as you breathe. Now to end your practice, you have several options. You can take a bolster and place it under your tailbone, or a pillow, or a block as long as it's low. And then lengthen your legs. So be mindful of this pose. You can bring the arms up over your head and kind of melt into it for a few minutes on your own. Or you have the option of also bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing a butterfly recline, whatever one you choose. Take at least 5 minutes there in stillness, breathing deep. We'll end the class here. Thank you so much for practicing with me. We'll see you in the next one.